Hi Taurus, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your December 2017 reading for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Taurus. It's a general reading, and if it doesn't quite connect with you right now, check out your Moon and Rising sign on my channel, or give it a pause for a week or two and come back to it again and see if it resonates then. The timing of this is, it's the title says on the video December 2017, but time is a general concept, and anytime you are guided to take on this topic is the right time. Okay? If you want a private reading and something more specific answered, you can get in touch with me on the About section of my channel or on the info on this video. I'm booking several weeks out right now, though I'm quite busy and getting busier. So let me know if you want a private reading. Until then, let's see what we have in store for you, Taurus. So the oracle card I pulled for you at this time is sleep. Like, if some of you, and Taurus is such an active, action-oriented sign, it's time to rest. It's time to take more time for yourself, get better sleep at night, possibly even add, a nap or two to your day, maybe one. Maybe you don't want to sleep all day, but slow it down, especially at this time of year. I mean, we're talking about the holiday season. It's the end of the year, time to pause and reflect back and see what we've accomplished and prepare ourselves for what's ahead. It's time for you to take a rest, okay? If you feel overwhelmed, and things are keeping you like awake at night or whatever, spend more time sending up your worries to your angels and guides and the universe and source and God and whatever word you place on that. But your higher power is very important right now. And the physical rest is very important for your spirit. Okay? Let's see what the Zen Tarot spread has to say in regard to taking this rest for you. This is called the Flying Bird. This is the point of liftoff. This card is called the Fear of Flying and would be the block to progress, to taking flight. The left wing are all internal energies that are within you that possibly others aren't aware of, but you are. And the right wing are all external energies that are their ways that these energies show up in our lives, in our interactions with others, in our day-to-day life. Okay? Starting point for you, Taurus. Yeah. Thunderbolt. Lots of changes. A lot of shedding. A lot of sort of destruction of old habits and patterns. And, if you're one that's always on the go and always going, and it's affecting your health, like your physical and mental well-being, then this all makes sense right now. It's time to take a rest, get some rest, and shed those old ways, those old desires to keep going, like expending all your energy that you have. You need to replenish your energy with rest. It's a good thing, though. This is a point of, after shedding and letting go and getting rid of and possibly, certain situations might just end in your life. That's okay, because that's where you begin to rebuild and create a new sense of awareness for yourself and a new phase in your life. So if you've just come out of something that was sort of suddenly a big, huge change and maybe even a loss, rest. Take care of yourself. Take care of your heart, take care of your mind, take care of your body. Okay? This could also be just an aspect of yourself that you're shedding, right? Or that, you're deciding on shedding, that you're about to. Okay, in the fear of flying position, the one internal energy between you and yourself that could block your progress is this card of possibilities. So this is saying that perhaps you saw things going only one way. And they may not, because of this Thunderbolt card, they may not be turning out the way you expected it to. But if you stay micro-focused on only that one way being the only, possible outcome, then you're definitely using up your energy in the wrong place. And you definitely need to take a pause right now. But in this card, this talks about the little field mouse that's way down there on the ground, hanging out with the ants and the other mice and the blades of grass. And that's his whole existence. That's all he sees, is that little world, that little contained world, because he's not like the eagle flying above the land and who can see everything. The sun rising and setting, and the mountains and the valleys and the rivers and the forests and the everything, even the field mice hanging out. This is what you're guided to be more, is open up to possibilities. And during your restful state, you might want to do a little dreaming, a little like literally dreaming when you go to sleep at night. But I mean, some imagining, some envisioning of how you want things to go next, especially if you're coming out of a period where you've had this sudden change or sudden loss. What do you want next? What would you like next? And those dreams and hopes and wishes don't come about easily if you're so locked down in, go, 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 and taking action all the time. Take a pause. Take that rest. Spend more time resting yourself, your body, mind, and spirit, so that you can open up to what comes next for you and what you wish to come next. In your external world, it means letting go. I mean, this is literally goes right hand in hand with this whole stream of cards, because that drop of water that's coming off the lily pad that's dropping into the pond is going to drop when it's time, and it's going to easily fall off. It's not going to jump off. It's not going to get shaken off unless some external force comes along and makes it, but it will just simply let go. Kind of like, they say, let it roll off your back, like the feathers on a duck, and let it just stream down, just release. And the act of sleep and rest and self-care and pausing allows for this release to occur. If there's something that you're gripping really tightly onto, like I said, one outcome that is the only way you will accept, the path to go, you could be setting yourself up for heartache, because that's not how life works. We think we're asserting ourselves into every single occurrence in our life, and we're setting the table every day, and we're making this happen. We're kicking ass, taking names, whatever that is. We're making it all happen. But life underneath it all is always happening. It's always there. It's always going, especially the force of nature. And you could be going along and achieving all the dreams of your career, and then the company folds, right? And you don't have that much power and control, except over your own decisions on how to respond to the situations in life. And by getting that rest, again, I'm going to go back to that, taking the time this month to just pause, the possibilities, you'll open up your world a little more. So let go of that need to have only one outcome, because there are many, many ways things can go. Inside, you might be feeling like, I can't wait. I don't have time to rest, because everything I want is going to be put on hold, right? This figure is worried about the beautiful, colorful world through the window, and feeling like that her dreams are just far, far away from, or his, I'm not sure if that's a female or a male, probably a female. Her dreams are way set apart from where she is. But it's just, it's just not true. You know, they say let it go and let it flow, right? I mean, you let it go and trust that everything you want will come about. But if you don't rest, you're going to drive yourself into the ground. You're going to literally, you'll create physical stress situations, you could create blocks in your relationships if you don't just like pause and allow for a little trust to get into the picture, okay? In your external world, this might cause some friction between you and another or for yourself because you feel there's only one right or wrong way. There's a right way and a wrong way. There's good and there's bad. There's good and evil, that is not how structured life is. We think it is. We think there's good and bad. But really, underneath it all, there is, just your truth. And I'm trying to, this is kind of a giant subject, but, underneath everything and everything that you worry on and want to come out just the right way, because there's only one way, there is so much more you're missing out on by sticking to this rigid, structured, sort of self-imposed prison that you put you got this, but take a back seat for a minute and see what comes towards you, okay? These two cards here too are also both mind-driven cards. They're cloud cards in the Zen deck, and you could feel that your mental, that monkey mind that we all have that talks to ourselves, you're doing it wrong, you shouldn't, there's no time to rest, you can't stop yet, whatever. You got to tone that down a bit. Let that mind sort of fall away and get into a space of trusting. Rest, replenish, and move on. Okay? Internally, this may take some courage for you because you might be the type that really wants to always be taking action, always have a game plan, always have the next 4 steps lined up. And to let go of that need and rest your spirit and allow for what comes next to appear, it might take some courage for you internally to let go of that because you're not accustomed to going with that sort of flow of life. I'm not trying to say that, none of this is good or bad. I'm not trying to convey to you that you're doing it all wrong. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm saying is be aware of your, and we all carry these tendencies. I know I do, to let our minds take off and with worry and thinking that our minds are guiding us because we're worried if we don't take step A, step B will never come. Be aware of that, how we train ourselves to, keep plunging forward and plodding forward when sometimes inaction and stopping and listening and receiving is the best thing you can do for your next step. Through all this, you're being guided to continue your true path. This rebel, this figure is breaking chains, like I said, kicking ass and taking names. This figure is unapologetically being who they are. And this is what you're guided to do as well. You will find an opportunity in the near future to break free of, sort of the status quo, expectations from others or expectations from even yourself, self-imposed expectations. You'll find that opportunity. You're on your way to doing it. It starts with the rest. It starts with the pause. The month of December is a perfect time to kind of just check out and just say, yeah, you know what? I've gotten a lot done this year. Now I'm just going to do nothing. I'm just going to be for about a month and then see what comes next. But you got this, Taurus. You got this. Your path is opening up. You may have, stopped some old habits or shed some relationships or shed some situations, and you're rebuilding now. Careful of the mind. chatter that tends to overwhelm us. Take more time for yourself and trust your gut. Okay. That's it for now. And I'm going to try my hardest to do another reading this month. In November, I wasn't able to, and I kind of promised that I would, but my month got away from me. It was a very busy time. I'm hoping to do another reading here before the year turns, but like I said, I always like to say time is sort of irrelevant. Time is an illusion. And I will get back to you. I promise I will do another reading soon. Okay, until then, enjoy your holiday season, and I love you all very much. Bye.